Yo, what's going on, everyone? So today we're gonna take a look at Voyager and the Voyager token. All right, so before we get into that, all that fun stuff, let's just look at the overall market right now. Bitcoin 60K today, up in the green. ETH still up 2.1K, even though it says red, it's still, it's 2.1. Binance coin, though, has been making absolute insane gains the past week. And we're actually going to go and reference BNB in a second because Voyager token sort of has some sort of similarities inside of the concept versus with BNB. And there's also other cryptocurrencies, which I'll reference in a second too, relating to Voyager token. But for the most part, we can see the top 5 market, how it's doing right now. So not too bad, but let's go over here and let's look at Voyager token. All right, so Voyager, and you can see this one's right here, Voyager token. And the symbol is just VGX. And right now, when I'm currently filming this, it's at $5.57. So it actually did spike up quite a bit. Our rank right now, it's at 86. And the current market cap is at 1.2 bill, right? The actual volume that's being traded, it's not too crazy, but we can see that it is up a lot of percent. When we look at this 400+%, and it's at 43 mil. And then we have these circulating supplies at 222 mil, right? So these aren't billions of numbers, but depending on the future and the success of Voyager's actual company, then maybe we could see this. But just remember, before I continue, that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do your research before making any investments. But first off, let's just go ahead and look at the charts, and I'll give you some sort of overview on Voyager, and then at the end we can just look at the price and then potential predictions on that. But for the most part, historically, again, during the 2017 pretty much Bitcoin craze, pretty much you can see that it spiked up heavily and just pretty much went steady for the most of the years. And all of a sudden, recently again, starting of 2021, it basically just surged up like crazy. Right now, it actually did again recently right here. So first off, let me just give you a quick overview, and then we'll look at the site too, because it's kind of hard to understand. Because they have Voyager, the actual exchange where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. And then there's the actual token, which is what we're looking at here. So check this out. All right, so basically the Voyager token, which is what we're going to focus on for today, is pretty much, it's a token for a cryptocurrency broker that provides investors with pretty much the ability to trade, right? So it's short and simple. Now, basically this crypto brokerage service, they launched this in 2018. It now supports 55 crypto assets, which I'll show you a lot of those different cryptocurrencies in a second. And pretty much what it does is it has this routing technology, so it connects it to dozens of crypto exchanges. So I'll show you more details on that in a second. But basically they have an app. So think of like Coinbase if you're from the States. And it has like a very similar feel to it, right? So now they have this, right? The native token of the brokerage, aka the Voyager token, VGX. And this is essentially, what is the point of, like, who cares about the token, right? Well, the basis of this is that it is used to reward users within the Voyager ecosystem, right? So with VGX, you can actually generate interest when you actually hold it in the Voyager app, which I'll show you how much you actually need in order to generate actual interest, because they do have like a minimum. And then also they offer cashback rewards and other services exclusive to the Voyager users, right? And in addition, it's 100% commission free. And then also this includes for buying and selling, and then traders only have to pay only the quoted price when executing an order on the platform, right? So does that sound familiar, especially for people in the stock markets? You might know some companies out there that have commission-free apps. And that's kind of like a quick rundown, like the about, right? Now let's actually hop over to the website, because this is what's the interesting part. So pretty much you can see here, this is the website, nice clean UI, and basically it's a similar looking application, and it looks like similar like Coinbase, right? Obviously the design might be slightly different, but for the most part you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies, digital assets. And here they actually have this is their first part saying earn up to 10% interest APR. So that's interesting. 50 plus digital assets, we'll go through those in a second, commission free, pretty dope there. Now let's go ahead and just scroll down and see what's going on here. So this is just like the overview. I just want to give you guys a feel of this. And again, this is a brokerage. So for instance, if I go to the FAQ, I'll do that in a second, you can see, but pretty much they have this smart order routing technology where it connects you to top exchanges and then finds you the best price for your trades, right? So that's something that they're actually doing. That's how you can actually utilize this app to buy and sell. But let's just go here. Let's go straight into it. Let's go to the app here. And let's just go in and check out the actual supported coins, right? So, because again, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that people want to trade, and then it's like, what's the point if I can't find this like super hidden cryptocurrency? Well, here they actually just show you right off the bat, right? So in case you don't like any of these, or you already have your holdings and you don't care for them, then yeah, I mean, it's not too big of a benefit of using it. It probably benefits you more if you have an exchange that has much more altcoins or cryptocurrencies. But here off the bat, we got these in alphabetical order, it looks like, and we got Cardano, the big ones. We got BAT over here, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, and BitTorrent. All these, I'll go slowly just so you can see. You got Digibyte, Polkadot, Engine, EOS, EDC, ETH, Filecoin, Icon, Golem, IOTA. You get the name of it. You can see the central lands on here too, Litecoin, Maker, Neo, all of these fun stuff right here. So a lot of very popular cryptocurrencies that are still on to date. So even Tron's on there too. Stellar Lumens, Voyager Token themselves, VeChain, Monero, Tezos, Verge, and then also these rest down here, Zcash and OX. Now, this is their current, I'd say their stack, what they got so far. So, I mean, as long as they continue expanding, they'll most likely update it. But for the most part, I'd say it's a wide variety. It does have, I'd say, the most popular ones. And these are a lot of these are like the OGs, the ones that have been out for a very, very long time. Verge is out there, the Stellar Lumens, Tron. All of these have been out here for multiple years, right? Some might be new, but for the most part, these aren't just like some random cryptocurrencies someone just created like, this year or, a couple weeks ago, right? Maybe some are, I don't know every single one of these, but I've seen most of these, and I know most of them are quite, they've been out there for quite a bit, right? So that's just like the overall what they got going on here. And then here, let's go ahead and just look at some of the actual things. Like, so interest, right? This is the thing that's interesting here. And pretty much, again, this is an incentive, I'd say, or also I'd say like a benefit of utilizing these app versus maybe another exchange. And again, you could double down and use all the apps, get interest, and, store your own investments on there. But for the most part, here is like a quick little overview they have, right? So pretty much, if you have USDC, you have to have 100 USDCs minimum in order to get this 9% here. Same thing, Bitcoin, you can see here, 0.01. ETH, half an ETH, you get 5.25%. Dot, etc. But here's the actual VGX, right? So Voyager Token, which we're focusing on, 5%, and you need a minimum of 500 VGX, right? So you just take 500 and times that by today's price, basically it's like $5, or you can round it up too, but let's just say this goes to $6 randomly, right? So 5, that's 3K, right? So pretty much, assuming this is like a $6 price range, you need like 3K worth, and you would get 5% interest rate. And then you can see the rest of the other cryptocurrencies they have on here. We got Cardano, so that looks like about like 1K worth, and then all these other ones. And I can just keep going on the list, but it's pretty short, pretty easy to see. And there's like the big interest thing, right? So that's something that is interesting to people, and why they might benefit you versus using some other exchange. And now if we can go back to the website really quick. Now, one thing too I wanted to show you. Okay, so first off, if you want to check out the team, you can. I'll just give you a quick overview on them because they don't have like a fun fact details. It just shows their name on LinkedIn. So again, you can copy their name in the Google and paste it in there. But here, just take a little photo, screenshot of these guys in your mind, and then Google them up on your own time if you are interested in learning more about their history and like what their success. But just based off this quick overview, they apparently have decades of experience from leading organizations that are related similar to this space. Like we got E-Trade, Uber Traded, Lightspeed Financial, and more. So feel free to check out more details on them when you got the time. And the last thing I want to show you is this FAQ, and then we'll go over to the charts, right? So check this out. So one thing, I just want to make sure it's clear, right? So I might have said the word exchange, but basically, is Voyager an actual exchange, right? So at least currently, it's not. It's just a broker that facilitates trading for their customers in the digital asset space, utilizing their proprietary routing technology, which again, if you guys want to see more of that stuff, let's actually go. I think it's on the broker model here, and pretty much smart order routing. So pretty much, you connect more than a dozen secure and trusted exchanges and the market makers, and basically that offers them the liquidity, the speed, and the pricing on the app. So you can see here, exchanges on the outside, Voyager in the middle, connecting them, commission-free, reliable execution, and it's very liquid. So you can see here how that actually works. So, and you can see how they have the 100% commission-free, and basically what they do is they identify the inefficiencies in the market, right? And then they beat their quoted price, and we take a fraction of the savings and pass the rest on to you. So that allows them to offer the commission-free trading. So in short, we only make money when you save money. All right, and then that's just like overview on Voyager, the exchange, and then like why, what's the point of Voyager Token? And you can see like in terms of the success of this company, the actual application, the exchange, then the overall success of Voyager token most likely would correlate with that. Now, let me just really click on other markets too. You can see that it's available on other exchanges as well. So it can also be traded on different places. So just note that. But okay, look at this market cap. This is 1.2 bill. And then we can compare this to Binance, which is 88 bill. So again, Binance is super crazy high, but for the most parts, I think there's a better comparison is to look at smaller exchange market caps. So like KuCoin is another one, KuCoin token, and in terms of the market cap, it's like slightly larger, but this is only 1.4 billion. KuCoin exchange has been I'd say quite almost a similar time frame, but Binance has been just doing absolute numbers. So and again, it depends on the demand, the value, and what they bring. But let's just say hypothetically, Voyager ends up being like a similar size of like maybe Coinbase or like a Binance. Then you say in terms of the growth, I mean they have a huge amount of growth. But let's just leave it off. Let's look at the charts, right? So I want to leave it off at the end because there wasn't really much to go with right now. Basically, we saw this spike in the price, and we can just go here and see this gain right now. Pretty much a spike in the price from this recent high, and it's like a 42+% increase. And now we're just trading sideways right now. So I could see us building a lot of support here and potentially maybe break out again, or we could just bounce off the 50 MA and just trade sideways for a bit. And for the most part, I mean, there's the chart. Like if you look at like the 4-hour chart, let's do shrink it down. Massive breakout right here, huge buy volumes. But right now we're like a danger zone. I'd say like indicates it could be heavily overbought. So we could see it solidate sideways for a bit and then continue trending as the time goes. But for the most part, I like to see us break out and hit this high point here at 7.36. And at the current price, if we need to, it looks like we need additional 33+%. And then from there, we could see it break out and form new all-time highs. But for the most part, from this recent breakout, if we were to hit the current all-time highs here, that's like a 73+%. And then for the most part, after that, I can see this can continue to grow as the actual application grows as well. So overall, this is just an overview on Voyager and the actual Voyager token. So let me know what are your thoughts, your price predictions in the comments below. And be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more updates, and I'll see you in the next one.